COVID-19, what a pandemic. It came with lots of evil. Which one are we going to talk of? Is it the loss of jobs, the hunger, the deaths, the sickness, even the sins? Places of worship were locked up because of this same pandemic. We had a lot of evil news during this lockdown. Siblings started sleeping amongst themselves. Even fathers with their daughters. Abomination. Incest. Oh God. Anyway, let's listen carefully to know what happened to this family. Don't go away.
Good day, everyone. Our story today is the mishap of COVID-19. The evils that came with COVID-19. Coronavirus wahala. It did not take Mrs. Richard long to notice that her children were behaving funny these days. Her 13-year-old daughter is now being restless before her 15-year-old son. Juby and Willie were living in different boarding houses before the pandemic and the resultant closure of schools. Their parents chose to play safe by not allowing their children step out of the house so as not to contract the deadly COVID-19. They were always left alone in the house while their parents went to work because they too were medical practitioners. Even during her rough days, their mom chose to do the shopping by herself this period until things get clearer and better. On this fateful day, it took their children longer than usual to open the door for her. And when they eventually came out, they wore this kind of weird look on their faces. They barely greeted their mom, and Juby could not look her on the face. In fact, she had this cold look while Willie muttered some greetings and hurriedly retired back to his room. This was quite unusual of the very warm children. Mrs. Richard knew that something was adding up somewhere with their children, but she chose to ignore it. As she was arranging the stuff she bought from the market with her daughter, she still glances at her on several occasions and discovered that the young lady was lost in thought. She was staring blankly into space while making so many mistakes in the kitchen. After a while, Mrs. Ritchie decided to break the heavy but almost audible silence between her and her daughter. She went thus. "How was your day, girl?" Juby, without looking at her mom, "Fine." Mom, wanting more interactions and gist as they had always done in the kitchen. "How fine? What happened today at home? Did you guys watch your favorite programs on tele? Did you guys do your online learning? What of?" Juby cut in impatiently. "Oh, Mom, everything went on fine. I'm too tired to talk." Mrs. Ritchie quietly turned to take a closer look at the stranger standing beside her in the kitchen. At this point, it was very clear to her that something was wrong with or about their children. Remember that their son disappeared into his room at the arrival of his mom till now. She took a deep breath and kept quiet and continued her cooking because her husband would soon come back from work. But she made up her mind that she must get to the root of this matter that afternoon. She also made a short prayer in her heart that God would help them. After this prayer, she started singing praises to God. As she brought down the last pot, she turned off the gas. She hurriedly dished out the food for her husband and set the dining table. Then she ordered her now strange daughter to tidy the kitchen, while the more strange son was inside the room, roaming on the bed and looking on the ceiling. Then she called out Willie and Juby to the sitting room. Sitting there in the parlor, mother, son and daughter staring at each other. Son: Mom, why did you call us? Mom: are you guys ready to answer my questions now? Son, visibly angry, and daughter very uneasy. What questions? Mom: what is eating you guys up? What really happened in this house today? And what has been happening in our absence since this lockdown? Son: I said nothing is wrong with us. I just need to rest. Good to hear that. Then, as if someone whispered into her ear, she said, Juby, go get dressed. Let's go to the hospital. I need to run some medical tests on you. She now added, at least to check your chest teeth. Juby: Mom, what? Shut up! Mom said, and do as I said now. As for you, Willie, you go back to rest until we come back from the hospital. Juby reluctantly got up, sat down again, and was visibly shaking by now. Her brother shaking as well. Mom, you can take your leave now. While the children were trying to fathom what was going on, their dad came back, expected the former warm welcome and found none. He became confused because he was very aware that the family was at home. He got down from his car, took his car keys and went straight inside the house. Mr. Ritchie scarcely responded to the greetings they all muttered to him without as much as raising their faces. He noticed that something was not right somewhere. There was no time for questions as their daughter immediately broke down weeping uncontrollably. Their son was pacing up and down the room. The couple were still staring at each other when Willie blurted out breathlessly, Dad, no, Mom, let me explain. Explain what? The dad thundered. Willie continued, we have been playing together in your absence. I mean, Juby Cotton. He introduced it to me. In fact, the first day we did it, he forced me to do it and warned me I should never let you people know. If not, we will face the consequences. And since then, we do it every day we are left alone here. Mrs. Ritchie collapsed on her chair. The husband was now fanning her and giving her sips of water and milk until she regained her consciousness. The children were running helter-skelter, calling on their mom and weeping profusely. The drama continued, and then the mom spoke for the first time. So you children have been committing incest? Do you know it's a crime, a taboo, an abomination? Oh God! She broke down again, weeping uncontrollably, the husband holding her and weeping on the other hand. Mr. Ritchie asked the children, for how long have you done it? The son replied, for more than a month now. Dad, how and where did you learn it? Son, from my phone. When you people think I was doing my online lessons, I always go into sites that teach cells. Mom, oh God, but why? Is that what the COVID-19 and the lockdown brought to my family? My daughter has lost her chastity, and my children are now victims of incest. Oh God, where do I start from? She broke down again. Dad, but we brought you people up in God's way. We taught you good morals and showed you guys good examples. Why have you allowed the devil and the pandemic to reduce you to this point? The children lay flat on the floor, crying and apologizing to God and their parents. There was so much weeping in that home that day, and nobody was able to control the other again. Children and parents asking God for forgiveness. The deed has been done. The milk has spilled. The jar has broken. The best thing the family could do now is to go back to the potter himself to gather their broken pieces so that the potter will break it into mold and remold them. Wonders shall never end. COVID-19. Now what for
In
you?
conclusion, I hope this kind of thing that happened to this family, you just heard the story, did not happen to any other family. But if you did, please, let's go back to God. And as for you, child, or teen or youth, listening to me, if such a thing happened in the absence of your parents, please and please, tell them now, so that they will know what to do immediately. Because the Bible calls it abomination and it says to avoid future consequences. Thank you. Now, question 10. Number 1. What advice will you give to this family or any other family that had that kind of experience? 2. Give us 3 other sins or mishaps of COVID-19. And 3. Prefer solutions to this lockdown so as to avoid this kind of thing. God bless us. See you.